Uh, hey, everybody. It's this is our first foyer into this kind of thing. What we will be doing today is kind of like a podcast, but it's technically the inaugural episode of kind of like a podcast. Except it's not like a podcast. Mostly every episode of Power Wash Simulator from this point forward will mostly just be in me and Mark talking about absolutely fuck all because there's absolutely no way I can make this game interesting beyond what it already is. Either you like it or you don't. I will start the game as soon as I'm done doing things on my. Don't play this game. Lego 2K Drive. Don't play it. It's fucking awful. Mark, you play it because I need you to know how bad it is, so you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But you've probably seen the title of the video. Today's episode, we will be discussing. This is the first time Mark has heard it. We will be discussing Vince McMahon's sex trafficking allegations. Honestly, nothing about that.
So I did see that earlier. I didn't know. I had the
Take
sinking
your time,
suspicion.
baby.
I had a sinking suspicion this is
This is
what
what
it
it
was
was.
about. I just didn't know exactly how we were working this in here.
Oh no, we ain't gonna work it in there. We gonna just jam it in. Like,
Okay, no worries.
Just like this.
Yeah, so, allegedly.
Let's flip back into those Kathy Griffin days, allegedly.
I don't want to get sued.
True. He will go after anybody.
I don't think he's gonna be the one that'll sue us. But I would like to say that, like, everybody involved in this conversation. How do I play with another person?
There should be a thing at the top left corner that says co-op hosting available once the job is started.
Oh, once it started.
You have to flip that on, I think.
I have to pick a job first, though, right?
Yeah.
So I can start career.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So your bro's gonna like give us like your bro. You give us you give us the clean stuff. Like if you want to read just that article from that website, give us the clean stuff first, and then when your bro's done with that, okay. Okay, so I can switch nozzles and stuff, but I don't know how to add you in, Mark. Do I have to clean the car first?
No, it should let you hit that switch in the tab. Like when you open your thing, it should have that switch now.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay. Okay.
And I should just be able to join, I think.
Yeah. So without me having to invite you, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you bro, we here. We back. We good to go?
I mean, for now, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so yeah, go ahead and like, I guess inform the people the way you want to inform them, huh? Like,
Alright, so I'm gonna read the article.
oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, go ahead. Huh?
So it's called The Underwhelming TV Series Sarah Paulson Regrets Starring in.
I will stab you in the face.
Sarah Paulson.
Oh, this is awful. I hate this. Where? Are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. I can hear your like water spraying as well as mine. I'll get the back. You get the front. I don't need you here with me. Got here.
All right. So the name of the article is "Shocking Details on the Vince McMahon Sex
Wait.
Trafficking Lawsuit."
Wait. I'm glad you didn't do this, but it would have been hilarious if you just did it again. If you just read the fucking Sarah Paulson one again. I waited for it. I was like, he's gonna do that, isn't he? Like that's what's gonna happen. Oh
All
man.
right. All right. Text messages. Lesnar involved.
What?
Lesnar involved.
No.
Is that what it says?
Okay. Yeah.
At the top of the article?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to read, so you know, it's whatever.
Okay. Now, WWE/TKO chairman Vince McMahon is once again facing the heat with a
Once again.
lawsuit alleging he abused a female WWE staffer and trafficked her to other men. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that McMahon is being sued by Janelle Grant, one of the women who received a payout during the 2022 hush money scandal.
Now I didn't even know about
Which
this.
I
Didn't
mean,
know about
hold
the
up.
hush money
She
scandal.
completely violated the hush part of the money, for
I'm,
one.
I don't, but I think that's illegal, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that she had signed NDAs as well. So those are very legal. Now, I don't know what supersedes what, the trafficking or the NDA, but anyway.
The trafficking would likely go before the NDA. At least from what I read, it seems like that's the case. Like
Looks like it.
the trafficking came first. And for anybody who's curious as to like what trafficking
Well,
is,
no. Not that. It's not which came first. It's which one stands up more. Because apparently she signed the NDA, which is the non-disclosure. It's a legal and binding thing. So she was supposed to be about everything, but she wasn't. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a legal quandary.
That's for lawyers to sort out.
Yeah.
which is what they're doing.
So, Grant, a former WWE employee, alleges that she was abused and sexually exploited by McMahon while he was chief executive of the promotion. It is also alleged that McMahon lured her in with promises of career advancement and that he trafficked her to other men within WWE. Grant agreed to an NDA in 2022 that saw McMahon pay $3 million for her to keep quiet about the nature of their time working together in the promotion. The lawsuit also claims that after paying $1 million, McMahon did not pay the remaining $2 million owed as part of the. Okay, now I know why. McMahon, his attorney Jerry McDevitt, and WWE did not immediately respond when asked for comments, but they have responded now. So now, a full copy of the legal complaint filed by Grant against McMahon is now available via NBC Rhode Island affiliate, whatever. In terms of the other allegations named in the legal complaint, Grant has alleged that McMahon began sharing explicit photographs and videos of her with other men inside and outside of WWE, including members of the television production / tech team, producers, executives, and a world famous athlete and former UFC heavyweight champion, whom WWE was actively trying to sign to a new deal and ultimately did sign. That
That's
person is
obviously Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar. The complaint also describes a situation where Grant was being used as a sexual pawn to entice a world famous wrestling talent to remain under contract with WWE. The complaint states that McMahon recruited the unnamed WWE superstar for a sexual encounter with Grant while she was appointed as a coordinator in the legal
Are we
department.
done? We're done, right?
Yeah,
Where are we going? What do we now? We
you
leave?
just press the options button.
Why would I assume that that's what I need to do?
It says at the bottom of the screen.
Shut up.
Nice. In July 2021, McMahon allegedly informed Grant that she would be used as a playmate for this particular WWE superstar. The legal filing also alleges that despite promising reputational protection to the plaintiff, WWE appears to have leaked information that led to the public disclosure of her name by a media blogger who cited a source in WWE with direct knowledge of the situation. This was an intimidation tactic by WWE against Ms. Grant. The blogger in question appears to be Brad Shepard. No
Are you
idea
here?
who that is. Huh?
You are here. Yes, you are. All right.
Who? Huh?
You're fine. Keep going.
Okay. Citing an example of Vince McMahon's extreme depravity on May 9th, 2020, he defecated on Miss Grant during a threesome and then commanded her to continue pleasuring his friend with feces in her hair and running down her back. That's loose. While McMahon went to the bathroom to shower off.
Pause. 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 Pause.
Again,
Pause. 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 Now, I know we live in a world where I'm not allowed to blame the victim. But if you are fucking somebody and they shit on you, you wanted to be shitted on. Like, she was already in the position of power. Like, we need to, like, everybody needs to acknowledge this. If you're like, no, she's the woman, so she's right, yeah, fuck off. She was in a position of power. From the moment he was like, let me smell your pussy. Like, she was like, I'm fucking paid. Like, I would have been. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I'd have been like, I'm gonna milk this motherfucker for all he got. But just the statement of Vince McMahon shitted on me during a threesome and then proceeded to command me to continue pleasuring his friend out loud. To say it with, like, gusto is insane to me. I will shut up now. Y'all go ahead. Do you think?
okay. So in June 2021, according to the complaint, McMahon and John Laurinaitis sexually assaulted Miss Grant inside Laurinaitis' office at WWE's Stamford, Connecticut headquarters. The legal filing states behind a locked door, the two men cornered her and pulled her in between them, forcibly touched her before ultimately putting her on top of a table in between them. She begged them to stop, but they forced themselves on her, each taking turns restraining her for the other, while saying, no means yes. Take it, bitch!
Take it, bitch.
The lawsuit also states that once Vince McMahon's wife, Linda, found out about the relationship, Grant was allegedly pressured to resign from the WWE after years of emotional and sexual abuse / manipulation by Mr. McMahon. Grant was forced to sign the NDA days before a major financial deadline for WWE. Grant has alleged that she signed the NDA under the guise that McMahon would offer her financial and reputational protection and also pay her $3 million. Additionally, the complaint features several incredibly graphic text messages that Vince McMahon allegedly sent to Grant. You can read some of those below, but again, they're extremely graphic in nature.
Okay. Are they? Is that the end of it?
Well, that's the end of that article.
Okay.
There is new news.
So like, since you're kind of like spearheading this, do you think we should take the time right now to have Mark read the receipts, or do you think
Well, no, for a second, I do want to say, like, okay, for one,
we can discuss? I'm here to discuss. That's what we're here for, baby.
hold on, I just
Uh,
remembered something. Where did I read that?
I don't know.
I read something that talked about how their relationship began.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, I did too. I remember part of it, but I don't remember. All I
well, it
remember is
was like she was her parents' caretaker, and then they died, and somehow he just kind of like sugar daddied her some way into the company. I
that's
don't
not what I read.
remember exactly. What did
That
you read?
what I read was she got an interview with him because she knew because she either worked in the building that like somebody she knew lived in the building he lived in and or something like along those lines. But all I remember is like the first before she got the job, before she started working for Vincent, uh the first time she met him in person, he was in his underwear. Which is oddly how me and Mark first met.
Okay. Um. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was just reading an interview that her lawyer did. That's what I was talking about. But it didn't mention anything about that.
I read that somewhere. I know I didn't make that up. Because I was reading it to Jamal last night because he can't read. Uh,
Mm,
I'm
nice.
kidding. I'm kidding. Like, not only can he read, he was incredibly uninterested in the shit I was talking about.
Mm.
But he was a captive audience. He couldn't go nowhere because he called me.
All right. So, I mean, back to what you said though earlier. I don't think in any situation at all did she ever have a look at power. That's literally not how that works. Um,
It
that's
is if you want it to be.
that's no, that's you placing entirely too much power in her badge.
No, 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 no,
So
no,
she
no, no,
might
no,
have
no,
had
no, no.
power over you.
No, 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 no. The fact that he approached her in with that, you know, at all with that is why I say like she had power, because he like immediately as soon as he was like inappropriate, that was like that had been it. She could have immediately sued him. Like there's no questions to that.
Okay, so that makes sense. But again, we like looking at whatever the history was, because like we have two completely. I mean, they might be actually part of the same story, but we have two completely different stories of how they ended up together. The one I read was that she was an emotional mess, and
Oh
so he
man, aren't
used
we
that
all?
against her.
But aren't we all in an
Um,
emotional mess? Mark, before we continue, if we were fucking and I shitted on you, uh, how much would it cost to get you to continue doing whatever it was you were currently doing?
More than you have.
More than I have. You know what? But I'm not Vince McMahon, now am I?
That is weird.
All right, Euro, go ahead.
I'm not, I'm finding it hard to believe.
That I'm not John Laurinaitis. Yeah, I am too. Because it sounds like John Laurinaitis is me.
No, because Vince did the pooping.
No,
We also
no,
don't know.
it's oh no, you haven't read the text message. We haven't read the text messages yet. I'm still stuck on the text messages.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, in that situation, like if you had been pooped on
If I had been
by
pooped
someone
on,
who was emotionally,
manipulative.
financially, and physically controlling you, Are
But
you going to tell them no?
but that's the thing. I don't know if that was the case for her. I
Yeah,
don't
no one
know.
does. That's why it's a legend.
It's a legend.
Look, we're looking at both sides.
I'm not. I don't know her. I'm just looking at. I'm just looking at the side on the internet. Where the fuck is my goddamn step stool? There it is. Wrong button.
Yeah, because
Well,
this is okay. So we can do the text message.
no. So Mark, here's the thing. I'm gonna need you to stop watching. I am going to send you the link to the text messages. I'm going to send you one, and if I have to, I'll just send you the other one if you can't find the rest of them. As soon. There it is. Now these are on Twitter.
Brief intermission. Does anyone just have a shirt that they cannot wear while eating or drinking because you are undoubtedly going to spill on it?
I've gotten better at not spilling food on my clothes, like as an adult.
What, since you were like 8?
Teen, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's still
like,
a struggle for me.
is it okay? Yeah, I just well, to be fair, I also like don't really wear like clothes when I'm eating. Like right now, I'm wearing like an undershirt or a tank top, not a tank top, but a
You're
wife
right.
beat, but a wife beat.
I'm starting going au natural.
I ain't say all that
Unless
now.
it's soup night.
I feel like this is a reference to something, but I don't know what the reference is.
Nope, absolutely not. I can be original sometimes.
So, Mark, I have sent you the text messages. Like I've sent you the Twitter post where the text messages can be read. I cannot stress to you enough that like this is going to be one of the best things you've ever read. It is going to be.
This part we actually like
We
practically
agree.
fully agree on.
Yeah, like not just us. Like there, like according to like Mike, there are like Mark can like agree, like can like verify that there are people on Twitter, like there are people on the internet who 100% believe, like as they read these, they
Hold
believe.
on, just let Mark read it.
Well, okay, well
Before we mention
I'm waiting for him to
thoughts,
start.
no verdicts. Let him read them.
Let him read them. Let him read them.
Okay,
Oop them.
so following the threesome on May 11th, 2020, McMahon sent an explicit message to Miss Grant that further detailed his fantasies of seeing her engaged in sexual relations. Oh boy.
Hold on.
Do it in your Vince voice.
Wait, he can't. He can't. He doesn't. The reason Mark said "oh boy," and I'm guessing here because I don't know what he's thinking, but he said that because he saw how it was written.
Yeah. You can't help but read ahead a little bit.
Yeah, like you don't have to read ahead. All you got to do is just see how it's written, and you're like, yeah, this is about to be a painful read. All right, Mark, continue. I'm sorry for interrupting.
There are so many U's and yours not spelled correctly.
Go on.
Vince McMahon is 80 years old.
Go on.
So
Well, he's
just,
78.
This is Vince McMahon. May 11th,
Yeah.
2020 at 1:46 p.m. I love it. That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad, and you'll demand to be fucked twice a day, and not just with blank. I don't know what that is, but it's blank.
It's a name. It's a name
Is
that
it
they
a
like.
name?
Yeah, that they blocked
In a
out.
three-way, why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way what they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth. Your pussy.
Because
There's an E there.
they
I think
spelled
it's more like pussy.
Pussy.
it's pussy.
Pussy.
Let's not with the fuck shit. They spelled pussy with an E, which
All
was
over
my.
your tits and
Go
ass,
ahead.
all at the same time. You'll be covered in cum and we'll make you eat it all and taste everybody's cum. The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more after all that fucking over and over. Okay.
Now, this one, the next one, as the youths would say, gathered me.
I ain't never. He made that up. I ain't ever heard nobody say that.
Nope, nope, nope. Go on.
After the threesomes began, McMahon became more sadistic, and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios in which Miss Grant was to be physically overwhelmed and subservient. We don't get a timestamp for this one. Your last picture. You
It's
need your
already-
panties ripped off and 3 black dicks in all 3 holes at the same time! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Way up your pussy. He's still spelling it that way.
Oh no, he's
Pass
going to
as
continue
far
to do
as
so.
they will go, but even farther than they will go. And the thickest cock goes down your throat, of course. So it makes you gag and convulses those big black cocks. Pound away. It feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it made you come nonstop. Just one continuous constant orgasm. And just before you pass out, those big black cocks squirt their loads inside of you. As you lay on your stomach, the cum is coming out of your holes. I turn you over and jack off all over you.
That last line, that's
Awful.
what got me. That last line.
That's the only part of it he wants. Like everything else, he just wants to watch.
Like when I tell you that last line fucking sent me. When he said, "I'll just jack off all over you," I was like, "Oh, he don't even want to fuck you at this point. Like you're trash. Like you are not touchable. He has decided you are the grossest thing this side of the Pecos."
Okay. Around this time, McMahon openly shared explicit photos and salacious stories about Miss Grant with WWE crew at TV tapings, a group McMahon also referred to as her fan club. Indeed, McMahon exuberantly messaged her a truthful story
Exuberance.
of having just shared explicit content with her with a group of 12 men on the WWE tech crew and recounted the obscene details he shared with them. I just passed my phone around to a bunch. Oh yeah, we actually have timestamps. So this is just July 21st, 2020 at 8:59 p.m. in the night. I just passed my phone around to a bunch of guys on the tech crew. They were screaming. Oh my god, she's fucking beautiful. Look at that ass. I'd like to get that. I paused to count how out loud how many guys there were. 12. I said, okay, there's 12 of you. And she would love to fuck each of you, everyone at the same time. The guys cheered, but she will only do it if she takes 3 at a time. That brought a huge reaction. She wants one deep in her ass, one way down her throat, one in her pussy. He's still spelling it that way. And you can pound her and keep her on pounding until you pop your load. She may scream and try to say no. Oh god. She may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a cock in her throat. They laughed, in parentheses. I then said, listen, no.
Listen, no.
No matter what, just pound away till you squirt. Baby, these guys were having a blast with me. Some of them didn't believe me. And so I said, you are the greatest fuck in the world, and no matter how much you get, you always wanted more. And then I said she loves to come. Baby, these texts, as we call them, is that not what they are? We're having this time.
Go ahead. Go. No, just finish it and just.
We're having the time of their lives listening to my truthful story. I then said, You would take a 10-minute break between each fucking, but then you would get back on your hands and knees and your ass in the air and say, okay, I'm ready, who's next? That drove them wild. I should say you drove them wild. Just imagine this really happened. How much cum you would have coming out of your holes! Closed exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Yes. Okay, on February 5th, 2021, McMahon sent Miss Grant to establish a schedule for when other men, including physical therapists and I don't know that word. I'll be 100%.
It's Laurinaitis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Could
John
have sex
Laurinaitis.
with Miss Grant, which Miss Grant attempted to rebuff. Exactly, baby. He's not the only one. Blank called me this afternoon, begging to eat you and fuck you and his nice and in parentheses and hard dick. Give me another week. I'll be ready. I'm feeling more like myself. It's not great, but it's getting better. Tell him soon. I already told him. By the way, Johnny wants Tuesday, but not this coming one. And the occasional Saturday. But maybe I can shift it to Thursday nights? Johnny would like all of the above.
Now I'm just gonna. Now I've never been a woman. I've never been a woman who was being sexually, like abused. Oh, it's not over. Oh, that's not it. There's another. There's three more pictures. That I will have to go find them. You can keep watching until I get them.
Hmm.
Watch for me, Daddy. Yeah, 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 yeah.